How can we spread the gospel in 2025? This week's reading came from the Acts of the Apostles and spoke about how Paul and Barnabas spread the gospel to different people, including the Jews and the Gentiles. So I thought that I would use this to try and see how we can spread the gospel in 2025. If this sounds interesting to you and you want to hear more about how to integrate Christian wisdom into everyday life, feel free to like and subscribe the video down below. The gospel isn't just for Christians, it's for everyone. In the Acts of the Apostles, Paul and Barnabas spoke to the Jews and the Gentiles, so it shows that it wasn't just exclusively for Christians. This is actually very personal for me because I actually connected the most to the gospel when, ironically, I wouldn't have called myself a Christian. And I think this also just shows the positives of social media because you can connect with different types of people very easily and the message isn't exclusively towards Christians. Forget going viral, this is more important. When the Jews followed Paul and Barnabas, they both urged them to continue with the grace of God. This is an important reminder for me to remember why I actually started Christian content creation. It was to be able to change our hearts, our souls, our ways of living, and not merely about the number of views or subscribers that I get. It's important to continuously remind myself of this because it can be very easy to forget why you actually started if you just look at the numbers. They hate it, good. The Jews stirred up persecution against Paul and Barnabas and expelled them from their region. This may sound weird, but I actually think that hate comments can be really helpful. It makes it harder and more difficult to carry out the mission, but that's what actually makes it more meaningful. Knowing that you'll continue to spread the gospel even when people don't like you will actually make you feel better compared to if there's absolutely no resistance at all. Rejection stings unless you know this. Despite rejection, Paul and Barnabas' message spread more, so the mission actually progressed because of resistance, not in spite of this, and that's where the joy comes from. It's almost like hate comments on YouTube or other social media platforms, in the sense that they actually make it more popular because there's more activity going on, so even seemingly negative things can actually be turned into a positive. Has this caused you to be more optimistic about hate, or do you think there are certain things I've missed out? I'm always open to hearing about different perspectives and different thoughts, because that's how we learn at the end of the day. So if you have anything that you'd want to share, feel free to put it in the comment section below. As always, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you next time.